Good morning, children. In previous class we had studied about suspensions and emulsions. In today's class we are going to learn colloidal solution or just colloids. Then what is colloidal solution? Colloidal solution is a heterogeneous mixture in which solute particles are dispersed in solvent. Remember children, here also solute particles are not dissolved in solvent, but they are dispersed in solvent. So colloidal solution is a heterogeneous mixture. It is a heterogeneous mixture in which solute particles are dispersed in solvent. Examples for the colloidal solutions are milk, jelly, fog. We will see some more examples. Relatively large suspended particles are called dispersed phase. Okay, for understanding purpose we can also say dispersed phase as a solute. Okay, but it is not dissolved, but it is suspended in solvent. But while explaining the colloidal solution we have to use the term dispersed phase for solute. Okay, let us see. This is what the dispersed phase. Relatively large suspended particles, or just we can say suspended particles in solvent or dispersion medium are called dispersed phase. Let us see. Dispersing medium or continuous phase. Solvent in which the colloidal particles are suspended, or the medium in which the colloidal particles are suspended are said to be dispersing medium or continuous phase, because here we are using the term continuous because solvent is present in huge amount and it is present continuously inside this solvent. This solute particles or dispersed phase is present in discontinuous manner. Okay, these solute particles are dispersed between these solvent particles or solvent molecules. On the basis of physical state of dispersed phase and dispersing medium, colloids may be classified into following classes. Let us see. If dispersed phase is liquid and dispersing medium is gas, then that type of colloidal solution is said to be aerosol. Example for this kind is fog, cloud, mist. Okay. Here, if you take that clouds, okay, that clouds, in clouds water molecules are present and they are suspended in air. Okay. See here, next type. If dispersed phase is solid and dispersing medium is gas, then also this kind of colloidal solution is said to be aerosol. Example for this kind is smoke, automobile, exhaust. If you see here, if you take smoke, in smoke that carbon dioxide molecules and that in smoke dust particles, they are suspended in air. Okay, we will see next type. Dispersed phase is gas and dispersing medium is liquid, then that kind of colloidal solution is said to be foam. Example for this kind is shaving cream. If dispersed phase is liquid and dispersing medium is liquid, then that kind of colloidal solution is said to be emulsion. Emulsion, example for this kind is milk, face cream. Next one is solid in liquid. Solid is the dispersed phase and liquid is the dispersing medium. Then that kind of colloidal solution is said to be sol. Example for this kind is milk of magnesia, mud. Okay, mud water. Here in mud water, what happens? This mud, sand particles and mud particles, they are suspended in water. If the dispersed phase is gas and dispersing medium is solid, then that kind of colloidal solution is said to be foam. Example for this kind is foam, rubber, sponge. So see here, next one, if dispersed phase is liquid, dispersing medium is solid, then this kind of colloidal solution is said to be gel. Example for this kind of colloidal solution are jelly, cheese, butter. Next one, last one is, if the dispersed phase is liquid and dispersing medium is solid, then it is said to be solid sol. Example for this kind of colloidal solution is colored gemstone, milky glass. Okay, children, try to remember all these types of colloidal solution, and these are the types of colloidal solution depending on the and this kind of classification is based on state of dispersed phase and dispersing medium. Children, let us see properties of colloids or colloidal solution. These colloidal solutions are heterogeneous mixture. The size of the solute particle is between 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter and 10 raised to minus 5 centimeter. The next property will be particles cannot be seen with naked eyes in case of the colloids. This colloid is quite stable. This colloidal solution is quite stable when these colloidal solutions are left undisturbed for longer hours. Okay, the particles, suspended particles, do not settle down at the bottom of the container. Okay, they do not settle down when they left undisturbed. These suspended particles are stable and they are always suspended in the dispersing medium. Solute particles. In case of colloidal solutions, solute particles cannot be separated through the filtration process. But in case of, we can separate the solute particles through the filtration process in case of suspension. But these solute particles in case of colloidal solution can be separated through the special technique of separation known as centrifugation. We will learn this in next classes. Next property is colloidal particles. Since they are somewhat big in size and they can scatter the beam of light which is passing through it, and it will make its path visible. See here, this is one glass. In this glass we have placed milk. When a beam of light is passed through this glass, and this glass is having the milk. Okay, so here, since these particles, colloidal particles, milk is an example for colloidal solution. The particles in the milk, they are large enough and they can scatter the beam of light which is passing through the milk. So it will scatter the beam of light. As a result, the light which is passing through this glass is visible to our naked eyes. But in case of that solution, okay, the solute particles, they cannot scatter the beam of light, but suspension particles, they can scatter the beam of light and they make its path visible. Okay, this scattering of light by colloidal particles is known as Tyndall effect. Okay, we will see what is Tyndall effect. The phenomenon, Tyndall effect is the phenomenon in which light is scattered by colloidal particles and path of the light becomes visible as a Tyndall cone. Okay, so see here. So this Tyndall effect is the phenomenon in which light is scattered by colloidal particles and the path of light becomes visible as a Tyndall cone. Okay, we can also see the Tyndall effect in rooms. Light enters a room through a small hole. Okay, if you the light entering a room, the light entering the dark room through a small hole. Okay, there dust particles and smoke particles are suspended in air. Therefore, we can also say that sometimes air is also an example for the colloidal solution, because in that dust particles and smoke particles are present and they are capable of scattering the beam of light. You might have observed in dark rooms. In dark room, if from small hole, if light is entering that room, means you stand below that hole and you can see that dust particles moving. While moving, they are scattering the beam of, scattering the light. We can also observe the Tyndall effect in forest, in a dense forest. When sunlight passes through the canopy of a dense forest. Okay, when sunlight passes through the canopy of a dense forest, the tiny droplets of water, they are suspended in the air. Okay, they are suspended in the air, and these tiny droplets of water, they are capable of, they act as a colloidal solution and they scatter the beam of light. Okay, so in this case, water droplets are dispersed phase and air is dispersion medium. In this case, that dust particles are dispersed phase and air is the dispersion medium. Okay, so I will send these photos in WhatsApp so that you can understand how light is scattered. Let us compare the solution, colloidal solution and suspension. Solution is also known as true solution. Colloidal solutions are also known as sol. Okay, we will compare all these three. This solution is homogeneous mixture, but this colloidal solution, it appears to be homogeneous, but actually it is not. It is a heterogeneous mixture, but suspension is heterogeneous mixture. Let us see next difference. Size of the solute particles in case of solution is 10 raised to 8 centimeter, less than 10 raised to 8 centimeter. But in case of colloidal solution, size of the solute particle is between 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter and 10 raised to minus 5 centimeter. Here, size of the solute particle is somewhat larger than the size of the solute particles of this solution. See here, in case of suspension, the size of the solute particle is larger than 10 raised to 5 centimeter. Here also the size of this solute particle in suspension is larger than these two. We will see next difference. The particles of a solution cannot be seen with a naked eyes, but the particles of the solution, particles of the colloidal solution, cannot be seen with a naked eyes, but particles of this suspension, children correct this one in your notes. In case of solution, the particles, they cannot be seen with a naked eyes. In case of colloidal solution, the particles cannot be, here also particles cannot be seen with naked eyes, but in case of suspension, we can see the particles with our naked eyes. We'll see next difference. Solute particles cannot be separated through the filtration process in case of solution. In case of colloidal solution also, solute particles cannot be separated through the filtration process, but in case of suspension, these solute particles can be separated through the filtration process. Next difference is the solutions are very stable. Okay, solutions are very stable. The particles of solute particles in a solution do not separate out on keeping for longer time. Okay, but these colloidal solutions, they are quite stable. Here also solute particles, they do not separate out on keeping it for longer time. But what happens in case of suspension? These suspensions are unstable. See here, solution and colloidal solutions are stable, whereas this suspension is unstable. Okay, when this suspension is left for a longer time without disturbing it, the solute particles will settle down after some time. Last difference is here the solution, okay, they do not scatter the light, they do not show Tyndall effect because their size of the particles are very small, they are not capable of scattering the beam of light. But in case of colloidal solution, the size of the particles are large enough to cause the Tyndall effect. Okay, they can scatter the beam of light which is passing through it. Also in case of the suspension, here also size of the particle is quite large and they are capable of scattering the beam of light which is passing through the suspension. So these are the differences between true solution or solution, sol or colloid suspension. Okay. In next class we will learn how mixtures are separated.